Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, I just want to say, first and foremost, anybody's welcome to be here and speak and talk and have an opinion. Just keep it respectful. Okay. Hey, Fresh to Death, good to see you. I'm going to read your comment in just a second. Hey, John. Hello, Vegas girl. How are you? I agree, John. or not John, excuse me, Fresh to Death, we must do better as a whole. I want to say something real quick before I start reading comments. And this decision was very, 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 very disappointing. But I can't say it wasn't expected in some way, and that's the sad part. We shouldn't expect to be let down, but somehow we kind of do expect to be let down. You know what I mean? Who are you talking to, Vegas girl? Are you talking to me? To have a woman who's innocent slain in her own home because people did knock, because the police had a warrant for the wrong place. She was asleep. Imagine being asleep in your home, and then the male was trying to protect himself, and she got shot. It would have been more like it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It's okay. It's okay. Resting in your bed, asleep in your own home. Doesn't matter if she was asleep. Was she armed, John? Was she in her home? This woman had a career. She had a life. Did she deserve to die? No. Of course she can come on the panel, Brandon. Give me just a minute. I just feel like I don't think it matters her state of being. I think it matters that she was at home. And I don't think that we're going to debate here about somebody being asleep. So please don't. The facts are that this woman was unarmed in her own home and they shot her. The facts are, all right. Well, oh well. Hey, melanated. Right. Hey, flawed. Nick, get your ass out of here. So you came in here with a different account? No time for that today. No time. No time. Hey, two P's.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right?
Good, good, good. Brandon asked for a link, so he has something to say. Mr. Brandon.
Yeah, because he's in Kentucky.
Mr. Brandon, come on up. Come on up.
How y'all doing? Fresh
What
to
did John
death.
say?
Brandy. Vegas girl. Melanated agenda. Y'all doing all right? Flawed to flawed to perfection. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, you know what have you touched base on?
Not much because I got kind of thrown off. You know what I mean?
Black cat
Hey,
mother
Black Cat.
702.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey,
How
Brandon.
you doing? Cause I know
Right.
y'all got
Shit, I
stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
shit just got off. So far, 3 cops got shot.
Yeah, I
They
saw it.
reported two. They reported 2 cops, but it actually was 3 cops.
Mm-hmm.
I think one supposed to got shot in the face, one got shot in the chest, and one got shot in the leg. First, the initial reports was one got shot in the groin and the other one got shot in the leg. But it was crazy because we got these independent journalists, is like we like to call ourselves. But guy caught it on camera who did the shooting, but it was crazy how he did it because he was in the crowd and like the police couldn't return fire because if they did, it would have been wanton endangerment again. They would have been blindly opening fire into a group of people. So they didn't. But I'm talking about every police that was probably downtown went all towards Second and Broadway. It was like the location was a Taco Bell where everything happened at. But man, I don't know how much of the press conferences or just any type of detail anybody knows about what came out today about the case. But this guy, this Daniel Cameron guy, whoever his elders is, like his grandmothers, like I'm pretty sure, like our grandmothers and our auntie and our family, they're proud of us, of
Mm-hmm.
our accomplishments, but he let his family down today with that bullshit that came out of his mouth when he had a chance to
Facts.
speak. Because I totally was like, even if you all wasn't gonna give us justice or give the family justice, take that shit to trial and and let them have their day in court. Ain't no way that one officer should have been tried today and the other ones went free. Because if me, you, and two P's was in the car and we went to go commit a crime, can I get some hot mustard? Spicy mustard and ketchup, please. And we went to go commit a crime, then I'm gonna get the time, but y'all gonna get time too. Ain't nobody else not gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna walk away scot free from this. And
We're
it's so,
accomplices.
and we're all
Right.
accomplices in this thing together. And it's so crazy that what was that 2 weeks ago? They try to go to the Kenneth Walker dude and try to get him to corroborate his story with the with them to try to make it seem
Yep.
like Breonna Taylor was was was
Mm-hmm.
was
Was the
was was was,
kingpin.
was the
Exactly.
kingpin. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
so so
And he
so
wouldn't
so, so
cooperate.
and he would not cooperate. Let
Mm-hmm.
me cut this car off. So it's I want to drop this on y'all. Whenever y'all get a chance, um I want y'all to Google the John Madley's interview with, I believe he did one with it wasn't NBC, but if you put in Louisville, Kentucky, John Madley uh police department, an interview with him will come up, and he's going over the accounts that happened in March. But this is what stands out to me. This man was able to recite everything he had on that night from head to toe, from
Mm-hmm.
from from his 3/4 length Nike jacket and his shield and badge and all that. But he never once said that they had their body cameras on or they checked to see if their body cameras was working. Those words never came out of his mouth. I'm gonna tell you something else that stuck out to me, is that he said that they had been surveillancing 2 locations and they both hit the locations at the same time. He had
Mm-hmm.
a tip. He had a tip that Breonna Taylor was there by herself, and that they all, meaning that all the police officers that was going to sting her apartment, they all agreed, since they knew that she was in there by herself, that they wouldn't announce themselves. These is his words. he said that they would not announce themselves because they did not want to startle her. Okay, now when they get to the residence, he says that it was a white car that wasn't there when they had came through earlier. So whoever gave you your tip, they failed to mention that it was a white car that had pulled up in front of her residence. Now she has company. Now you get to the residence. We already know that you said that you didn't announce yourself. You're beating on the door. If anybody that never had the police come to their house, either they beating with the flashlight or they damn near kicking your door. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I like to say that they came. The time of the hour is what slips me. I haven't been able to track down the time of the hour that they came to the house, but I want to say it was well after midnight. Now,
that's what I'm thinking.
So if somebody comes to your residence and you in your, however you sleep, but you comfortable, and let's say you halfway sleep and you don't hear it, and let's say your TV's on, you know what I'm saying, and you don't hear somebody beating on your door, or let's say you do hear it, but they not saying, they not announcing themselves, you're not gonna go to that door. Now, like I said, in my eyes, he screwed up when he said that the person that gave him the tip said that she was there by herself, and they all agreed that they wasn't going to announce themselves because they didn't want to startle her. Therefore, y'all was approaching this scene with caution. So why is it that when y'all started banging on the doors, he said it took 45 to 60 seconds for them to knock 6 to 7 times on her door. Nobody answered. Then a neighbor above them came out and started to argue with Lieutenant Hoover and another unknown officer. He said he can't remember who it was, and all the details of the conversation slips him, but he remembered the neighbor coming out and vividly telling them, leave that girl alone. She's a good girl. Why are y'all beating on her door like that? After that conversation was had, he then got word from whoever the superior officer was on the scene to use the battering ram. They used the battering ram 3 times. They hit it once, police. Hit it twice, police. So the third time, he said he could see the door starting to come off the hinge. That's when he looked through. He seen Kenneth Walker and Breonna Taylor standing shoulder to shoulder. Shoulder to shoulder. Then after the door knocked down, he came in, peeled the corner, and then that's when he said he was able to see Kenneth Walker holding a gun like he would be like you would be getting ready to shoot at a target at a shooting range. He said, but it was odd because they was both standing shoulder to shoulder. He's like, I never seen it. Like he just tried to make this shit like it was all a big coincidence how they was just standing there. And he said Kenneth Walker shot. He felt the heat. He fell back as he was falling back. He returned 5 shots. Then he was shot a 6th time. Now, this is where another thing that sticks out to me is that she got shot 6 times. The officer that the story I'm recanting is John Manley. He was brought up on 0 charges, but the officer that was brought up on charges, he is being brought up on 1 charge of with 3 charges of wanton endangerment. But they saying only one of his bullets was found in Breonna Taylor. So as if you watch the press conferences and things like that, they kept asking Daniel Cameron, if he's responsible for 1 bullet, who's responsible for the other 5? Because 6 bullets went in of her, 1 in her foot. So who's responsible for the other 5 bullets? This man will not, and I mean this, he will not stand on the truth. So help him God. He will not
This
stand
person's
on the
gotta
truth.
go.
He has to go. But what's so is crazy is that I know y'all heard maybe like 3 weeks ago, Trump came out and said that him and Mitch McConnell basically came out and said that basically they trying to handpick certain people, and Daniel Cameron is one of the people that they try to handpick. They literally are going to try to handpick that man. So this right here, this is a big case for him. Kind of like what's my girl that's trying to run to be what's my boy, the vice president? his running mate. I'm not. His running mate. Kamala Harris.
Kamala
Ha-
Harris.
yeah. How she built her reputation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna knock her,
Facts.
but you know, if you know anything
Facts.
about Kamala Harris, and you know that her
I've been
move. You know
following
what
her.
I'm saying? So, but this
Yeah.
shit, it just eats me with all of the damn evidence that we got. You still got okay, and something else I want to drop on y'all. Kentucky is a hearsay state. If you don't know what a hearsay state is that like different states get their different type of rules when it comes
Right.
to the legal things. Like in New Orleans, if you commit a crime, they got 3 days for somebody to come through and to say, yeah, testify against you to say that you did it. Even if it's a murder, they got 3 days to come and be like, yeah, he did it. If not, they literally get out. So, but like when the Katrina shit happened, it's a sad way. I'm sorry. When the Katrina shit happened, we had a lot of displacements here. And them fools, they was coming up through here killing people left and right, and they would get locked up, and they would think they was getting out within 3 days, but they wasn't. So
Right.
her, like I said, back to my original point, they don't need any evidence as far as video evidence. Of course, fingerprints and things like that. You did the right to that, but they ain't got none of that. All they need is one person to come forth and be like, "I seen Brandon do it," and then we got to take that shit to trial. And
Right.
in this case, they interviewed over 11 to 15 people who all said that they didn't hear the police announce themselves. They went and found one person. One. That's all they needed was one person to say that they did. And I want to say that the person they found was African, and that they needed a translator to be able to get this man's story. Now, I'm a hey, let that shit sink in. They didn't have no body cameras whatsoever. This apartment that she lived in, I haven't had time to ride past there, but this weekend I'm gonna ride past because I want to see if there's any cameras. She lived in an apartment complex, so if she lived in an apartment complex, you got to think there's got to be some cameras somewhere over, right? So I'm
Right.
gonna ride over and I'm gonna look for myself because
Hmm.
the shit that they saying makes zero sense.
It's
Even
all
even
lies. It's
it's
lies.
it's it's, it's all like even with the shit that Daniel Cameron is saying versus what his paid attack dog is saying, this shit don't match up because he literally says that we didn't announce ourselves because we didn't want to
Facts.
startle her. So if he's saying they didn't announce themselves, the person that y'all got on this hearsay shit, it should not be admissible in court. Y'all shouldn't take that shit into consideration. And another thing I won't say, then I'm gonna knock my food out because I'm so hungry. I just want to jump on her and say them things while it was fresh on my mind. Is that
Mm-hmm.
they had shit. It was something else. It was something else about the case. There, like I had a brain fart that quick. It was something about the case that had to do with the verdict. It had to do with the
Oh,
verdict. Oh,
they said they didn't that the by police statement that they didn't have enough evidence to charge for homicide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but as far as that, hell, just think like when's the last time have we ever seen police get cried criminally? You know what I'm saying? Like even look, I asked my people this earlier. We had videotape of the Rodney King beating. They beat the shit out of Rodney King. We had evidence of it. They acquitted those police. They didn't serve a day. They
Right.
walked up out of there smiling. So even with
Right.
this, even you know what I'm saying? Even hell, look at all the other evidence that we got of police irrationally or emotionally reacting or not using judgment, gunning people down in the back, choking people out for cigarettes, keeping your knee on people's necks for 8 minutes when they telling you, bro, he can't breathe. Like they don't.
Right.
It's to the point now to where you gotta say they don't care. They really don't care. They
They
can't
don't.
possibly care. You know what I'm
No.
saying? It's just I don't get it. But oh, of course, okay, the wanton endangerment shit. It carries
Mm-hmm.
what a 5 year sentence and a fine from anywhere from 10,000 to 15,000. But the kicker was that it also carries probation. Probation.
Mm-hmm.
So this man already, they went and locked him up, or he turned himself in, and he turned around and paid that 15,000 straight like that, and got right back out of jail, just like that, just like that. And the money that Breonna Taylor's mother now won, that $12 million, it's not coming
Oh, shit.
from the police pension. It's not
Mm.
coming out of the FOP pension or none of that shit. That's coming from the city. It's coming from
Of
the
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 union.
public the public transportation. It's coming from the public transportation. It's coming from out of the water company. They taxes. That's how they do it. They put taxes on all this shit. Public transportation gets double taxed. Water
Wow.
companies getting double taxed. Electric is getting double taxed. Anything that funds this city that makes it run, that's where that money's getting coming from, and she gets paid in increments. She doesn't get a check. You know what I'm saying? She
Right.
get no one lump sum. They're gonna pay her in increments, and it's I'm telling you, it's just crazy. And but they think today, because see, they think this curfew shit. Everybody ain't winning the house, but what they fail to realize is that it's more people coming. Cause Daniel Cameron, he almost threw a challenge out there. He said some shit like, you're gonna have outside voices. You're gonna have outside detractors to tell you how you should feel and what you should think about this case. And they've never lived in Louisville, Kentucky, so don't pay them attention. And with all due respect to any Caucasian brothers and sisters in the chat, but that house Negro is playing up to his masters. That's exactly what he's doing with that damn phrase, that damn sentence. Because the American way is to help your American citizen. You understand me? So if we got a problem over here in Indiana, over here in Ohio, and we all feel a certain way, then jump your ass in your car, come over here, and let's get this shit on together. Stand with me like we supposed to. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to
Right.
cause a division to keep everybody from coming together, because if you, like I said, if you paid attention, it shit just wasn't affecting people in Louisville, Kentucky. This shit was affecting people all around the world, all around the
Absolutely.
world. And today, you know what I'm saying? It's just a start. They think these
Hmm.
people are getting ready to go in the house and get ready to bow down just because they said so. Nah, it ain't getting
Mm-mm.
ready. It ain't getting ready to go off like
It's
that.
about to
And
pop
she,
off.
it's get right pop,
Yeah.
It's
and
about to
we all
pop
know
off.
she Breonna Taylor, she wouldn't she won't be the last Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Oh
It's gonna
no.
be another one. It's gonna be
it's gonna be
another one.
more
That's the
George
only.
Floyd's. It's gonna
Yep,
be
yep,
more Ahmad's. It's gonna be more.
yep. It's, I'm telling you, and
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, you damn right.
Hey,
Unfortunately, but look, I
Mhm.
appreciate you having me up.
Thank you for
If I
coming up.
most definitely, if I remember what the hell I was gonna say, I'll drop it in the chat. And I had a brain fart just that quick. I thought about
right,
that
right.
food, and my mind just went
It went to
somewhere
the
else.
food.
It went straight to the food. I went straight to the food. But look, my sisters, hey, I love y'all. Black power, power to
Love
the
you too.
people.
Right.
Y'all be safe. I'll be in the chat
Absolutely.
once I get finished eating, yo.
All
All right,
right.
you be
Enjoy your
safe,
food.
okay?
Thank you. Peace. Most definitely, two peace.
All right.
Peace.
Peace to
All
you.
right. Much love and respect, Brandon.
That was awesome. So, what do you have to say about this whole thing? While I get my
I
thoughts.
mean, my
I'm
thing
writing.
is
I'm
it
writing.
just it's just not making sense. I mean, well, no, I would take that back. Cause see, the thing about it, until they change those laws that protect people, that arrest people, they're always going to get away because the laws are put there to protect them, not to protect the people. They're put there to protect people with badges to kill you just because they feel like it. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't understand. Okay, this is what I understand. You got
Mm-hmm.
one person to say that you said police. You knocked 3 times and you entered. Okay, but then you have at least 12 people that said, did nobody knock?
Correct.
Okay, say you have one shooter, which is if somebody kicking my door, goddamn right, I'm gonna fire because
Yes.
I think you're an intruder. Of course, I'm gonna protect my home.
And who's to say that
Okay,
she heard the knocks?
exactly. Who's to okay? But now you have 11, at least 11 to 12 people that said they did not announce themselves,
There you go.
and they can and you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else that's crazy about this. Okay, if me and Uni are standing there, and if I shoot, aren't you going to shoot at the person who is firing a weapon? Why would you shoot the person that's not shooting 5 times?
Yes. You shot the person that wasn't laying there, but the person that's shooting at you, you you let sit there to shoot at you.
Exactly.
But
But see,
now, like I was saying to you earlier, oh, go ahead. I'm gonna write this
no,
down.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
So
ahead, go ahead.
like, so like I was talking to you earlier about. So when you shoot at the target, when you're at a shooting range, when I go there, they have the people right there moving around. You're supposed to shoot at the targets. They have the man, the woman, and she might be holding a child. You're supposed to look at the target and figure and to shoot, right? And you're supposed to. The point
Right,
is to practice control, and I know that officers have that training. So in
right.
this
You're trained
situation,
for that.
right, in this situation, she was the innocent person standing by. They also have an
Right,
older woman, right? So she was not the person that you should be shooting at. They also have a person that looks like a menace that has a rock the mask on that you should be shooting, right? And they have an older woman and they have a woman with a baby. That would be the kind of situation we're talking about now, where you have a man that has a gun that's shooting at you that you might want to probably shoot back at, that he is that would be the
right.
target. And the
Because
woman that's
that's your
asleep,
target. Right,
right? The woman that's asleep is unarmed and she is not the one that you should be shooting at, but you shot her 5 times as if she was the target. That was
facts.
wrong. So in that case, they would teach you that, oh, you need to try again, but you can't try again.
Right,
See,
right.
you
I
can't.
mean, 20 shots versus 1 shot. Hmm. But mind you, in also in the in doing this, you know that a neighbor has filed a civil suit against them, right? Because in the process
Mm-hmm.
of them doing this, they almost killed the neighbors because they ran in there spraying and almost hit an older man in another apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the control? I mean, that shows you right there that they have no control over humanity. Period. Humanity, well, human well-being, I should say. I mean, why? I don't understand. Why are y'all upset?
Check it out.
I don't. I
I want
don't.
to
I
say
don't
something
get it. I
real quick.
mean,
Mama Beth, Mama Beth, Xanax and Thorazine. You were here when George Floyd was killed. You said the most ridiculous things on Twitter. Now you're here with this. You're not welcome on my channels. I've said it publicly now. Just please
I mean,
find
but
some
you know
business.
what?
And as far as her being
Okay,
asleep or
come on,
not
man.
asleep, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was looking for something.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you.
No, go ahead.
As
Go
far as
ahead.
her
You go ahead. Speak.
as far as far as her being awake, sleep, um, whatever, she was unarmed. How about that? That part. There, right there. Okay. So let's just leave it there.
But the shooter was unarmed. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense to me. It should make sense to you too, Xanax. You get off them bars, it might be more clear to you.
Unarmed. That's what you need to know. Focus on that instead of she's awake or asleep. I don't care if she was wide open like me. She didn't have a gun. Okay. Now
But
let's
this is
continue.
this right here is this statement right here is what really took the cake.
Well, actually, Jamie, I didn't say that she was shot by
ain't nobody
racist
got
cops
ain't nobody
yet.
got time to be arguing with them. Get your ass about it.
Oh, Lord.
This is not a time to be
Be right back.
playing.
I'm
You know
listening,
what I'm
though.
saying? This ain't
It's not
time
the
to be
time.
playing.
Don't bring these
And
trolls in here. We're talking about a serious topic. Thank you for your
we're not
consideration.
gonna go back and forth with you either. We just
No,
do
we're
what's
not.
best. But we're not gonna time you out.
No.
We'll put you out. But anyway, as I was
I don't know.
saying,
I don't know, Amber. Here's your wrench, though. Hold on,
uh,
let me get it.
this statement is what was said today. Um, as of the racial compensation of the grand jury secrecy
Mm-hmm.
statements, evidence in the case, the charges that were considered, the testimony that came in. You hear that part? The testimony that came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
The substance of information that came out of the grand jury that's covered by grand secrecy, and he won't actually basically what they're saying. All of that right there, which is the main things in this, cannot be exposed. They cannot talk about it. It would you won't nobody see that. That would not that all of that would be taken out. But everything else will be made public. But those main those key things right there that would really show what really happened, what went down, will not be in there.
Of course not.
That comes out. But yet and still, but this is the statement that he makes. But you're the former assistant U.S. attorney, right? And your defense in this jury judgment decision, you your defense is it is not a set of facts on which you could prove a homicide. And then you want to say that the criminal law is not equipped or meant to deal with every human tragedy.
Can we hear that? You know why I want to hear it?
Yeah, play his
You know
what's
why I
his
want to hear
name?
it?
McCarthy.
You know why I want to hear it? Because when you played it for me, it was the tone of his
Right,
voice. It was the tone that he used. It was condescending. It was
right.
so, I got so mad. You know, I got mad after that, right? What was his name?
Andy McCarthy.
Thank you. I was so upset after that. I said, he is just acting like, whew, Andy McCarthy. Um, I guess I could put Andy McCarthy interview or no, his statement.
Yeah, his
Right.
statement.
Excuse me. No.
It's on one of those the news. Um,
Fox.
I guess yeah. Try that one. It should have him stand up there making an ass out of himself.
I
Basically,
mean,
what he said
he did such.
was, at the end of the day,
Here we go. Got
and
it.
the law
Got
isn't
it.
put there to handle everything. That's why we have laws. The hell?
I mean, yeah, he really did that. All right, let me share the screen. Wow. Okay. Pop up. Why are these pop ups? Okay. Share. Okay, which tab is it?
It should be the one, I think, like maybe
Oh no. I got it. I just trying to figure out which tab it is. I have a lot of tabs pulled up.
Okay.
Okay, this is a commercial. This is a commercial right here. Hold on.
So this is a great time to talk about what a
Hope this is
great
the right
kickoff.
one.
Let's bring in Andy McCarthy. He's a former assistant U.S. attorney.
This is it.
This it?
Andy,
Okay.
Perhaps just get your overall.
I'm gonna mute.
This is shit.
Well, with due respect to Mr. Parks, I really think that if the Attorney General were to do the political thing, the easy thing to do would have been to indict people, indict the police officers, notwithstanding the evidence. But as Attorney General Cameron said, and many people have made this observation to you, Dana, the criminal law is not equipped or meant to deal with every human tragedy. You have a situation here where it actually wasn't what was presented to us for a long time. This was not a no-knock warrant situation. They may have had no-knock authority, but they obviously knocked and announced. And when police entered, they were fired on, and they returned fire.
Uni, could you pause there for a second?
Was tragically killed.
But now, wait a minute. Okay, you heard what he said. He said they had a no-knock warrant search, right?
But yet
the night before, now it was approved, but the night before the raid, it was changed to knock and announce.
But also, they said that they knocked.
But you have people said, only one person said they knocked. All the other neighbors said no knocking or announcement was made.
Yes, fresh. Yeah,
and they was all in plain clothing.
Correct. Civilian clothing. To answer your question, fresh to death, they did take the money.
Yes, they did. And that right there, when they took their money, that's when everything went out the door. Even though it was going to go out the door anyway.
They really took it out the door.
Are to protect the ones that arrest us. You can carry on.
Okay. But also, after this is when they got the law ratified in Kentucky for the no-knock warrant to be thrown out. That happened here recently in the last 2 months. Remember? Breonna's law now exists. I want to mention that. Let's play the rest of the video. Okay, here we go.
That is not a set of facts on which you could prove a homicide case. And I think under the circumstances, one police officer has not only been indicted, even though firing the shots that did not kill Ms. Taylor, but this is a case that ordinarily, if there hadn't been a loss of life, probably would not have been investigated that way, and you wouldn't have anyone charged. They ended up charging a police officer, even though that officer was not responsible for the death. And they've tried to make as much amends. You can't put a price tag on life, but they've made a civil settlement with the Taylor family. It can't obviously bring back Miss Taylor, so it'll never be satisfactory. But, the law can't fix every single problem. And I think this is one of those circumstances where we see that.
Could you help us understand also, Daryl?
Now, that's the statement I was talking about.
It could have been much more transparent.
That's the statement I was talking about, that he talking about the laws can't fix everything. That's the whole point of having laws. Y'all say, right? And do what they tell us. That's the reason why we have laws for people to abide by. How can we?
I was just talking on mute.
When the people who forced to put the laws there don't enforce them. They're only there to protect them.
Why do you have structure? Why do you have, like you said, laws? Why do we have to abide by them? If you can't fix them and ratify them and adjust them when you see things are going wrong, why do we have to have Breonna's law? Huh? Because Breonna's law was put in place because of the no-knock warrant that failed miserably when they got the warrant incorrect. Am I right? because it had to be something wrong with what happened on that day on March 13th, 2020, because if there wasn't anything wrong, then Breonna would still be alive and there would be no Breonna's Law. Let me read a comment. Why wouldn't they take money? Any family would, but we all know that's not the matter of fact. That's not the matter of fact. What we're saying is that the money was. Oh, go ahead. I'm gonna let you speak.
No, go ahead. I'll go after you.
The money, like when you take, okay, let's say you have a I'm gonna say it like this. Like let's say you have when you take a settlement, the settlement means like basically that we've handled this. This is now not an issue. Like, this is it's taken care of in most cases, right? That's how I think about things. I don't know if that's how everybody else thinks. That's my opinion. I'm not saying we. That's my opinion on that. Go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. See, the thing, I don't, okay, I didn't mean literally don't take the money. But
Right.
see, the thing is, when they give you the money, they feel like, okay, they're fine. It's like you said, it's sell, move on. Okay, you can let them go. Because what they're basically saying, because you have to think like them. You're saying that, okay, we don't hold y'all reliable, but you're reliable. So yeah, give me that money. That's the way they think. They
Right.
feel like to give you some money and push your ass up under the rug and carry on, and y'all can carry on and go back to what y'all were doing.
Go ahead now. Go ahead. Scoot on along. That's what I meant. Like you have to. It's like the settlement. The settlement is like a. Go ahead, move it, run along now. That's how they took it. Not to say that I agree with it, but that's how it's viewed
Facts.
in a legal sense, is what I'm saying. Let me read
Basically,
Amber.
hush money. There you go.
Facts. Okay, right. Let me read what Amber said. I've been in a no knock raid before. It was a mistake, bad intel. Here is what happens: jolted awake, door breaking down. First thought: home invasion. Before a second thought can be completed. There you go. That's the first thought. What's going on?
Right.
Why is my home being invaded? Let me get my.
Right.
Oh, because why do we have them? To protect ourselves in our homes, right?
Facts.
So if you have one, you're going to use it in the case that somebody enters your home and doesn't announce who they are because you're thinking this is a robbery in this is a robbery taking place
Right.
because they didn't, and then they have civilian clothes on. So what are you doing? This is not what, and you're doing it
Right.
at the wee hours of the morning. That was just, I'm sorry, too much. Hey Ashley, I think it's two different issues. That's why it's two different lawyers.
This is my thing. How many people did you know when something like that happens? Because believe me, when something like that happens, there are going to be some people that are going to be traumatized. You feel me? And
Yes.
it's a lot of things that's going to be going on. It's like adrenaline. Everything is going to be going on, and it's some of everything. So you mean to tell me when time for you to get on that witness stand, you're gonna remember everything, detail,
Smells, scent.
everything that day? You're gonna remember every point? No, unless you are rehearsed and coerced what to say.
Facts. Hi, Ashley. How are you doing? You can't give me nothing if you kill mines. I want justice. Facts. Facts. Let me play the rest of this video here. I want to hear the rest of it. I want you guys to hear the rest of it.
About the grand jury proceedings. But are there laws, protecting those grand jurors as well?
Yeah, I respectfully disagree with that. I think that some of the things that the Attorney General was asked will become public, like, for example, the racial composition of the grand jury. That probably is something that they could give up without compromising or endangering grand jury secrecy. But most of the questions, Dana, that he was asked about the evidence in the case, the charges that were considered, the testimony that came in, the substantive information that came out of the grand jury, that's covered by grand jury secrecy, and he would actually be violating the law if he violated that. So I think, prosecutors often get criticized for being guarded when they speak. But in this instance, he has to be very careful, because if he says things that are covered by grand jury secrecy, he'd be violating the law himself.
And is this, I know that the prosecutors now in Kentucky will then go to prosecute Hankinson, the one officer. And is that the end of this story here in terms of the other officers? Will they now not ever be charged?
Yeah, the one thing that Attorney General Cameron said that I thought was interesting was he said that this was totally the grand jury's
Why he just didn't say no?
They just presented the evidence and the grand jury decided what to do.
Right.
But I think if they had presented charges against the other two officers and the grand jury had not agreed to prosecute those, we'd have a no true bill on file. So it's hard for me to believe that they proposed charges and the grand jury said no. I think that they probably investigated this very thoroughly, and this was the charge against the one officer that they thought they could make. But I think for the most part, what he said was mainly covered by grand jury secrecy. The reason it seems like it's a confusing set of facts is just because it is.
It is. Annie McCarthy, former U.S. attorney, and of course, our great colleague here at Fox News. Thank you so much.
Sounds like a bunch of damn lies to me.
Sounds like how we were talking the other day about how media is being given to make you think what they want you to think or what they want you to know. If this is the case, this is one of those cases. They feed you what they want to feed you and say what they want to say and portray things the way they want to portray it, even when they know things are the opposite of what they're saying. Paint the picture the way, connect, like, you have those paint by number pictures. This is one of them. And I'm sorry, I don't let people lead me in thought, period. Hey, Telco. Fox is one of the most.
Oh, I do not even watch Fox. I wouldn't dare.
It is corrupt. In my opinion.
All of them are corrupt. It's fake news.
When we talked about, yes, fake news.
Yeah, the police, I will say it. I mean, the whole branch of police controls the news.
Yeah. Because, the real evidence is withheld. The real stories are buried, and the real perpetrators are sent away while the real victims are being made more victim than they already are. And that's real talk. I agree with that statement, Amber. Media is the biggest troll of all. Yeah. Biased, prejudged, and effing racist. And this is given, this kind of situation you really can see people for who they are. And it's really sad. And it's really sad. And then it also shows you who really stands up 10 toes down for what they believe in too. All news has its own agenda in the USA. Watch BB. Oh gosh, I know. But I just wanted to touch on that. I wanted to say a couple things about it because I feel like I don't think enough has been. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been on YouTube a lot today because I had a couple things to do. But for me, this whole thing has been very, very disheartening. It's been very sad to watch the whole thing since March, because this young lady did not deserve to die. Nobody deserves to die, especially in their home, at the hands of police, at the hands of a gun. This woman was accomplished. She was a good lady from what we hear. We've seen her mother everywhere. I just think we should all, at the end of the day, it teaches you what? to, man, cherish your life, cherish people around you. You know what I mean? Let me see. I like PBS. I love PBS.
Facts.
We contribute to PBS. You know, matter of fact, we contribute to PBS. We watch a lot of the shows on there, like the show where they look at older antiques. I forgot what it's called, but we watch. I like to watch their concerts. They bring a lot of good content to TV, and they have a lot of different. They had this show where there's this war, this Jewish lady who had been through a lot of stuff, and she had this friend who she hadn't seen in about 50 years, and they met after 50 years of not seeing each other, and that was a really good show. So I enjoyed that, but a lot of families has taken money and still the cops was charged. Well, Antique Roadshow, I love that show. My parents love it, so I watch it with them. And I have gotten really good at appraising things, may I say. But I love antiques. Always have. Always have. But I think that's a good network. I've always watched it since I was a kid. I watched Reading Rainbow on there because I love to read. So yeah, you can't tell I'm a nerd. But I thought something need to be said. I don't know if there's any other streams about it. I'm pretty sure there were. I would imagine and there's going to be a lot of protests, a lot of rioting. I just want everybody to be safe. Please, 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 please. Oh yeah, we gotta bring content that's thought provoking as well. I know that sometimes I get on that petty note, but that doesn't get us anywhere. Really doesn't.
Nobody's perfect, shit. Everybody's gonna have a little drama, or petty, or messiness.
Yeah, thank you, Nelly. Listen.
It's a part of us.
I'm a drama. I can be a drama queen. I know it.
Yeah, that's
I know
true.
it.
You would want to come here and bother me.
I know I'm a drama queen, but I'm a drama queen with a brain, And all of us have brains. Let's just use them. Let's all use them. You know what I mean? I need a break from drama too. Oh, I'm gonna tell her, Ashley. I'm gonna tell her when she get back. Okay. Okay. So there's one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I want to see if Two wants to talk about something else. Two, I'm about to highlight something for you.
What's that? Hey Ashley, how you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't see. My son kept coming here and interrupting me. He being rude.
Rude? How?
See what I'm talking about?
Rude.
How y'all doing in the chat? My bad. I'm just, I mean,
lipstick on my teeth? No.
I think you're good. I mean, it's just, it didn't surprise. I'm gonna keep it 100. It did not surprise me that they weren't gonna do anything. We already seen that, especially when they tried to get Walker to lie that she was the leader of the drug syndicate. Are you kidding? Are you serious? This woman is a
kingpin.
This woman is a paramedic out here taking care of people's loved ones during this pandemic. Then y'all gonna try to smear this lady's name? Really?
No, they ain't. No, they ain't.
They tried to. They tried with the ex-boyfriend to get him to lie and say that they was working for her.
Well,
and if he did that, they would take them 10 years off of his head that he's finna get ready and do. Like he told them, no, he was not gonna do that. No, and I wouldn't either. I mean, no. And think about it. I'm gonna give you another. Good Lord, I'm gonna give you another. Another example. What did 45 do the day before this so-called, whatever you want to call this bullshit Trump charge? What did 45 do the day before the grand jury dropped this? He did a state of emergency in Kentucky. Mm.
Mm.
That's crazy.
That's real crazy.
Then you have dump trucks full of sand. What, 10 block radius? You already knew what was finna happen.
It's planned, like you said. I want
Right,
to say
it's
something about
planned.
it. I'm sorry to hear that, Amber. Like Nina was saying, there are some people who are protesting because they actually care about what's going on, but then there's people who just don't care. You know what I mean? That are just protesting to be doing something and to yell and be rude and to have something to scream at and to possibly cause distractions and to possibly be violent and all this stuff. So those are the people that really get on my nerves because they don't really understand the cause. The people that aren't really down with the cause, but they're just there to be there. People that just want to be angry about something. Please stay at home. Please just stay at home. If you
Right.
don't really care about the cause, just don't try to be down with the cause because you want to be somewhere yelling and causing a scene. Just stay at home, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really?
My son threw little mama ball in here she play with because she likes to play fetch.
I know the pitter patter of the paws. I already know that. I
And
knew
he
what y'all was
threw it in
doing.
here messing with me, so I picked up and threw it back in there.
Exactly, Nina. They're there to do more damage. They're there to cause more of a distraction, to cause more of havoc, to get more people hurt. I mean, come on. Well, see, Amber, that's one thing I do want to tell you about because I don't know if you caught that one stream I was talking about mental health. This is the kind of time where we are all in the house more than we used to be.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff that's happening is more depressing, and people don't talk about mental health. I do. If you or anybody is depressed, you might want to talk to somebody. You could talk to anybody. It's okay to go to somebody to talk. It's
Right.
healthy to go to somebody to talk about it. What's not
Yeah.
healthy is keeping it in. What's not
Keeping it
healthy
bottled up.
is not going to see anybody because when my father was sick, I kept everything bottled in and I was going on YouTube and screaming at people. Okay. But I wasn't dealing with my anger. I wasn't dealing with the heartache. I wasn't dealing with the depression correctly.
Right.
So I know I'm looking down there because that's where the chat is, but that's not healthy. So, mental health is very important. It's very important. Fresh air. Oh my God. Yeah, but Fresh to Death does have a really good page. I actually watched a video today. It had the sunken place in it. From Get Out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That movie, man, that movie got
Yeah.
me.
Shit.
But is there
We
something else you
go
want to?
through that every day. We go through that every day right now. We're going through that
Our
as we
whole
speak.
I have been through it at various points of my life. Shoot.
Exactly. And people don't even see it or realize it. But this goes back to that. Create a problem. This is the reaction that they're going to get. And then they already have a solution. They already created the problem. Now, the problem is to get the people to react. And people are finna react. Well, they already have been reacting. So therefore, they have the solution. And their solution is gonna be They finna lock all our asses down.
Mm-hmm.
We
Marshall.
ready for it. I mean,
So go and stock up with your toilet tissue and all other stuff y'all gonna power buy. Go and do
shit
it.
finna get bad. We ain't seen rough days yet.
Mm-mm.
It's coming though. It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
They're constantly creating problems to get a reaction, but they already have the solution because they already know how people are going to react. Because with the problem they're doing, they know it's going to trigger and make people react.
Mm-hmm. All right, Amber. Like I said, get your toilet paper. Listen, they're having a protest in Vegas and people getting beat up.
See what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna get worse than that. And listen,
Yeah,
I live in
it works
Kansas City. I live in Kansas City. This is Killer City, right? You in the city, I live in the suburbs, but in the city, it's about to get ugly. I ain't going down there. I was gonna go get my hair done. I ain't going now.
It's what it's Louisville, Kentucky is 6 hours from me. The only reason why I know that is because my son went to college there. It's
I
is
passed
it
through there on the
6
way.
hours?
I went through Tennessee. I went through Kentucky
Yeah, you got to go through Tennessee because you
to
have
get to Florida.
Nashville.
To get to Florida, and Atlanta to get to Florida.
Yeah. Well, actually, we go through Tennessee, Alabama.
Yeah, I went through all
Florida.
those states. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went there when I think I was 18 or 19. I have a picture when I was there. I have all the pictures. But I got to visit all those states because we drove, and I had to think about it because when I met you, I was like, wait a minute, I have been to Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, we did thrive through there. That's crazy. So now we get to talk about something pretty fun. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
I X'd out of the tab. I had all the tabs pulled up. Seriously. I was like all ready to go. You know how like I'd be prepared. You'd be surprised at how many things.
Do you have what is that? Fresh to Death? Do you have Fresh to Death's link?
I sure do.
Amber would like to have it.
Okay.
Hey, Kiri, how you doing? Amber, Unitonika is about to give you that link because
After I look up what. After I
yeah,
look up what I'm going to look up.
yeah, Uni's gonna give you that link. Yeah, she said she couldn't find it.
Okay, I'll get it in just a second. Because I had closed out of one of these tabs that I wanted to find.
The other person said they couldn't find it. He said he'll drop it. If you don't
I'll give him a
mind.
wrench. I'll give you a wrench. A ranch? You want a ranch?
Yeah,
you want a
ranch him
ranch?
up. Ranch
Hey,
him
Curry.
up.
You want a ranch? Fresh to death. Here, I'm gonna give you a ranch. Hold on. Now you got a ranch. Now you can go ahead and put your link in here. Of course, you can put your link in here. 2Piece, put your link in here so everybody can post. Hold on, let me put your link in here. Hold on.
No, I'm just not learning this stuff. You gonna put me out there on Front Street like that?
I sure am. Here, let me get your link. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that just went right over my damn head.
I got you.
Hey, Nina, you know what? Ever since probably about February, March, right before the so-called pandemic in April hit, girl, I've been stocking up for my family ever since.
Who did I
Matter
get
of
ranch?
fact, I just talked to the gun owner yesterday at the store, and I'm going by and I had two nice ones that I would like to pick up to add to my collection. And I've been telling everybody, you better get you some protection to protect your family at all times.
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know what's coming for us, but we know it's not going to be good. Well, I take that back because a lot of people are still asleep. I mean, people around here where I live at, they're still doing the same things
Fresh, post
before
your hold on a second.
pandemic.
Fresh, could you post your I keep on adding you as a moderator, and every time you type you don't have a wrench, which is really killing me. Post your link, please. It keeps on saying Fresh to Death is a moderator on your channel, but then they type and I don't see a wrench. Nope, it doesn't say. It doesn't. They don't have a wrench.
Did you type?
Yeah, it says they're a moderator on my channel.
Nah,
Here, let me come all the way.
He doesn't.
I'm
I
gonna
see
come
it
all
now.
the way.
He's right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna come all the way off my stream. Now I'm gonna do it again.
Might be
Yeah,
a
I added
glitch
them
though.
again.
Because remember the other
Okay,
day, Ashley thought she didn't have one. I tell her, yeah, I gave you one. But
this is
later
weird.
on, then it showed up.
Yeah, I keep on adding it. I've added it 5 times. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
go
just
from
give it a
YouTube.
minute. Yeah, just give it a minute. It'll probably do it because that's the same thing probably Ashley was having the other night though.
That's weird.
You know, everything been messed up for the past almost going on 2 weeks now. But it's a lot better than what it was.
Add moderator. I'm gonna do it from the computer. Now it says you're a moderator. Try it again. I did it from the computer this time. It better work because I want you to.
I'm gonna run in here and grab me a cold one.
I'm drinking my plum wine. What you talking about?
I'm gonna go get me one right now. Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. But I gave you a wrench. See if you can type. Yeah, the last thing they said was thank you, but I want to see if they can do it now. Because what I'll do is I'll find their link and put it in. They're gonna be a wrench. You're gonna be a wrench over here. Okay, do you hear me? Okay, hold on. Let me find another. Oh, I watched a video of yours today. So I can find your channel link and add it that way. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out. Fresh to Death. Did they type again? Hey Tonti. I'm gonna find. Well, I put it in my last stream. I can't find it either. Hold on. I got you. Mukbang. Okay. History. I'm gonna look at my history. Hold on. Because last stream we had, I looked at I had looked at 2 of their streams. Hold on. I'm gonna get this. Fresh. Got it. Got it. I got their channel right here. Share. Boom. I'm still gonna let them have a wrench though. Here's Fresh to Death. Fresh to, and I shared it in my last stream too. So hopefully everybody can sub up to Fresh to Death. They have a great channel. Here it is right here. Y'all sub up. Okay, cool. Here we go. Oh, dang. Who beat me to it? Flawed to Perfection did. Doggone. I'm sitting here just still looking. I feel special. Okay, now we're going to talk about the last subject, which is something that my Gandhi self likes to do in streams, okay? So, picture it, St. Olaf, okay? Right now, we're going to talk about, like, I like to look at, like, destinations that I'd like to go to before I kick the bucket. And so it's like bucket list. So one of the places I love to go to before I kick the bucket is the Maldives because the beaches are beautiful. I also would like to go to see the Northern Lights in Alaska. I'd like to see some glaciers. I'd like to see, yes, say Olive. I'd like to see the pyramids. I'd like to see the tombs where, my namesakes were, mummified. So anyway, The Maldives. Um, okay, if you guys don't know where the Maldives are, let's see. They have really clear water. I'm going to show you guys some photos of the Maldives so you guys can see why I think it is so magical. Then maybe you can understand why I want to go there. Okay. So here is the Maldives. It's a place. Why did you still don't have a wrench? Thank you. Yeah, there are two ponytails. See? You see the beach? Oh my God. And it naturally glows like that. Naturally. See? Look at that. Naturally glows like that. I already did a stream about this, but you guys might not have seen it. But yeah, the beaches glow like that naturally. And the water is so clear. I said clear, right? I didn't say clear. Okay, hold on. This is the picture I used in one of my streams for the thumbnail because I thought this is so cool. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my Lanta. Wow, 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 wow. And look at how the moon, look at that. I gotta say that to my computer. No. I gotta say that to my computer. Please don't go away. Ooh, Lord, that's gotta be my background. No, wait. Okay, I accept the cookies. Just give me the picture. That is so pretty. Yes. Wait, I don't want. Oh, you guys couldn't even see what I was looking at. Anyway, I got this picture on my computer. That's what I just did. Look at this. He's like in the middle of it. Oh my God. Those look like those little hold on. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Okay, so here's 3 things you should know about the beaches in the Maldives. Top 3 things. Okay. So the glowing beach, known for a sea of stars, is located in the Valu Island, one of the islands of Ra Atul in the Maldives. Okay. So it's known for the actual glow is actually red algae. That's what it is. It's red algae. That's what glows. And okay. Let's see. So it's basically all the organisms that you're seeing. That's what makes it glow. And it's phytoplankton or plankton. I think that's what it's called. Okay. What causes the light's emissions? When something comes into the water, while the phytoplankton emit light from their cells, when they're stressed out, so they're like living organisms, there's an unsettling in the water. Seeing this as this happens for no more than a second, the phytoplankton emit quite a bit of light because they are easily unsettled. So they're in distress. But the distress is so beautiful. A wave or a kayak or a hand stirring the water will do the trick. Informally, it's called the firefly effect. So it's like fireflies. So they're just all in distress. Can we bring some back? Look, Tone T, let me tell you something. If I ever get to go there, I'm going to jail because I'm going to be bringing some back. Like seriously, I'm going to be bringing some back with me and have my own fireflies. I don't know how to say that word. I'm gonna have some of that. I have my own sea. Tell us, Fresh to Death. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was something nice to look at, something fun to look at, something pretty to look at. You know, Something positive to look at. Oh, look at that. I'm sure there's more to offer there than just, you know, that. But, oh, look at that. The beach. Wow. Hold on. Look at this picture. I love photography. That's why I need a camera. When I get me a camera, y'all ain't gonna see me no more until I take some pictures and videos. See, look at that. That's how clear the water is. See it? Ugh. It's beautiful. So anyway, that is the Maldives. I'm gonna be reading that. Yes, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so tell us what the USA really stands for. Yes, please get my bond money ready, because once I ever touch foot over there, I'm gonna be like, come here, phytoplankton little thingies, things that I can't pronounce, thingies. Yeah. Listen, maybe you can grow your... Now that will make you a billionaire. Get you some of that Wawa with them phytoplanktons, some of that glowy dirt, couple sprouts, you know. Ooh. People be tripping out for real. Fresh to death, where you at? But I want to say, seriously.
Did somebody ring?
Did you see the Maldives or no? You missed the whole thing on the Maldives.
No, ma'am. Don't come for me, Pam. I'm sitting here. I'm trying
Pam,
to do it.
are you trying to call me the lady on Martin?
I'm sitting here trying to be respectful because I'm on your panel, but I'm trying to roll it up.
Oh, so you want some of the glow weed too? You want some of the Maldives weed?
I'm gonna can back up.
So you want some of the Maldives weed too? Because if I get the little phytoplanktons to make it bioluminescence, make it glow and stuff, then you might have some glow weed. It might glow. Did you know that?
Oh, we
glow. It might glow. So now you're interested, huh? Now you're interested. Now you're interested.
I missed that. What happened? I missed that part.
Let me show you what we're talking about here. Okay, here we go. This is just an excuse for me to show it again. Okay. All this is an excuse, okay? Yes, this is an excuse. Okay. I want to show you this picture here. This is just an excuse for me to be another nerd, more of a nerd. Yes. I'm being honest. Okay. Now, here we go. See that? See this picture on the right? See that picture? Okay, here's my theory. I steal the water without going to prison, right? Get a vial, like a little jar or whatever, a mason jar with a little, because the little dots you see are the phytoplankton, which are living organisms, right? But I have to check them out to make sure that they're not deadly, okay, or anything like that, right? So, what makes them glow is when you agitate them, or if you make them, like if you stir around the water, they glow like that, right? So, get some of that water, get a little bit of that glowy dirt, because I bet the dirt glows too. I'm just guessing. A couple seeds, male, female, or whatever you do, and then grow it with the plant glows too.
Interesting.
Then I'd be a billionaire. Neither am I. I was just dreaming. This is a dream, okay? This is a dream. Can I have my dream? Boom, let's get paid. I had listen. I had a little idea. Well, actually, no. Tony had the idea. I was just gonna execute it because I am fearless. You know, when I went to Colorado, I stole the Rocky Mountains. You know, I did.
What question? I was saying Tony something about what,
We want to know.
what's the answer? What was the
We
question?
we want to know because Fresh to Death said, do we want to know why the USA is really named the USA? What it really stands for? So we want to know what the U, S, and A really stand for. And I'm trying to wait for them to come back before I stop the stream because I'm trying not to drink too much more of this plum wine. See what I'm saying? No, it's really blue because of the phytoplankton make it blue when they get agitated, like when you stir around in it, or a kayak is in the water, or a fish swims past the phytoplankton, they emit the blue light. So the water actually turns blue because of them, the organisms, the living organisms in the water. So the water, in fact, turns blue because those organisms make it blue. Mm-hmm. This is the science. This is Bill Nye the Science Guy with Unitonika.
Wow.
Just saying. Isn't that the coolest? I think it's just cool.
Yeah, that's nice. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it would be a fun little getaway. And the little beaches are plush, and they have pretty little mountains, and they have really nice little vacation spots. They have huts in the water, and they're all in the middle there, and you can, like, not huts, but they have like really big well, they look like huts, but they're not huts, and they're really beautiful and plush inside. Oh my God, they are so nice. Get that some bread to go there.
Yeah, you better.
Bora Bora. Have you seen Bora Bora? Honey. Now that's the other place I have to go before I kick the bucket. Bora Bora. Bora Bora. Oh
yeah, Bora, yeah.
That's the places with the huts in the middle of the street. I kind of messed up.
DJ said he got a yacht. Let's go.
Well, why didn't you say a yacht before? We were supposed to be on it. This is the place with the huts in the middle. That's the place. Bora Bora. They have the clearest water in the world. Now there you can pay, I think it's like, I forgot how much it's expensive to go there. Now Bora Bora, they compare Bora Bora to Maldives, but Bora Bora just has like really clear water. You can go scuba diving, all that stuff, but they don't have the same. They don't have the plankton, the phytoplankton, so it's totally different. So I want to go both.
Yeah, it looks nice, man. You're talking about relaxing. It's just
beautiful. Oh, and they have those big old bubble things that you can get in and go scuba diving in, and you go deep in the water, and you could take the video of you while you're down there, and then of course you see the person in the balloon. Look at those the fishy. Oh, they got proposed in okay, y'all think y'all bad and stuff. Okay, whatever. That's pretty. That's really romantical and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. Little huts and stuff. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. They probably have massagers and they're bougie. Yeah, they rich.
Wait a minute.
Bora. Wait, not Bora. Bora. Wait, did I say Bora? I probably did say Bora.
Yeah.
Of country. Bora. It's pretty. KK. Well, so I just wanted to show you guys that before we went. Just wanted to show you guys some pretty stuff. End on a positive note. What do you think?
Okay. Do y'all want to? I'm thinking. I call myself trying to go back, but maybe I can tell y'all. I,
Oh, here we go.
I hope that I'm right. What
He
he
has
was
it.
asking, and
Here he
it's
is.
yeah, it's under Satan authority, and it's also short for user. Like this,
User.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But it's under Satan's authority.
Wow.
Basically, uh, calling us users.
Hmm. Oh, users.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me show you how it's spelled.
Excuse me. Did you ever get the wrench? Oh my gosh, I watched all
If I'm
of
not
them.
mistaken, I think that's the way it's spelled.
U.S. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Um, I watched that movie Jaws. I had never seen it because I was always scared and I'm a punk. So I watched it one summer. I watched all of them, and it's a really good movie. But yeah, that's very scary. The shark demographic. But I have to go before I go. And I'm just not going to go in the water. You know, women, you have to be careful when you go in the water because of certain different reasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, oh, there's a movie called Dark Water. That was an interesting
Yep.
ride.
Yep. It was.
And what I just brought up, that was the reason why they got ate up. Okay? Because a woman was tripping. Can't go in no deep water like that. Okay? Can't. But yeah, that was a good movie though. Jaws is timeless. It was funny though because the shark was that's pretty bad. If they had done it over today, it would have been good. But I don't think they don't need to do that movie over. But I went on the Jaws ride when I went to MGM when we drove as a family to Florida, and that was a fun ride. That was a fun. Have you ever been there?
Been to where?
MGM.
MGM. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
MGM Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I didn't go to MGM Studios. But, I've been
That was
to
fun.
Ripley's Believe It or Not though.
That was
In
yeah. I went.
in Florida, the one in Florida.
Yeah, I went there. We went to Disney, we went to MGM, we went to Ripley's.
Yeah, I've
And
been to
then we have
Disney World.
a Ripley's here in Branson, in Missouri. And it's nice. We have a Dollywood. It's called Dolly Stampede. And in Branson. Deep Blue
I lived in
Sea, the shark.
Branson.
Never been to Branson?
Yeah, I lived in Branson.
Oh, did you? We have timeshare down there. That's why we go there all the time. We couldn't go this summer though, because you know.
Right.
Branson's awesome because there's nothing else in here.
Mm-mm.
That's no bueno. So anti-laugh. Deep Blue Sea, the shark swims backward. Like what is this? Like in reverse? Like certain stuff makes me laugh. Like in the movies, like I love a good mess up in a movie. Like that's so
Oh
fun.
yeah, I always catch the bloopers.
Yes, I love that when I be like scared as heck and I be shaking and then something dumb's happen. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank you very much. Okay,
Remember how they used to take the bloopers out? Now they leave them in there just to
they
see who
live in
can
there.
catch them.
A lot of people don't catch them.
No, because they're not paying attention to the movie; they're just watching it.
They're watching just to watch. Their brains are turned off.
Right, and then they're not because I catch everything. I'm like, wait a minute, he just had that cast on his left arm.
Why is
had
it
to be
on
on
his
his
right?
right arm. There you go. They do
And
that
then,
for a reason.
yeah, and then, oh, they didn't have a hat on in the first part of the scene. Why do they have a hat on now? Or the shirt was just pink. Why is it blue now?
Right,
And,
right.
you know, or their hair was blonde. Why is it brown now? What? That's some weird stuff. Salute, Queens. I'm out. I'm out. Time for me to punch out. I know that's right. Stay blessed and not stressed. Until next time, I'm leaving you with this. Never forsake what you have for what you want.
Facts.
Don't be greedy. Thank you for that,
Facts.
Fresh to Death. Be careful getting home. God bless. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna have to highlight that one.
Fresh to death. You have a safe and blessed night.
Facts, facts, facts. That was a good one. I think we can end on that. What do you think? I think we can end the stream on that one.
End the stream on that one.
On that note, I already did.
What you trying to get into?
This wine.
Oh, I know what you want to do. Okay, y'all. Hey, you know what? Go ahead and finish what you were saying, Uni. This is your Pantel. I'm just a guest.
I had nothing to say. Well, thank you guys for being here. Nobody noticed I got new glasses. Okay.
I did.
You guys are, well, I know you did. You guys are flawed. You guys are slipping and flawed. So thank you guys all for being here. Fresh Death, Curry, Tonti, Flawed, Amber. Who else is here? Let me look. Nina in the chat. I'm talking about the chat. Ashley. There's other people.
Speaking of Ashley, what different in it?
I don't know. I was thinking that earlier. I was like, she might be asleep.
Oh, okay. It might be.
Yeah, she's probably asleep.
It might be past her bedtime.
You didn't do nothing. Flawed. Oh, thank you, Tonti. Okay, I look like somebody's mommy. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. And thank you guys for coming. Thank you, 2Ps, for being on the panel.
All right, y'all. I guess it was fun while lasting, huh?
We was here for hours.
Home. Y'all ain't gotta go home, but you say y'all gotta get the hell up out of her petal.
In chat. Okay. Yeah. Y'all gotta get the hell out of here. Okay. Y'all do. Cause I ain't got nothing else to say. What? I don't. Sometimes I just
okay. Y'all make sure that y'all have a blessed, safe, and always stay aware and alert of all your surroundings, especially now, because you never know.
Right.
Protect yourself at all times. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
Thank you. Peace out. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. I will. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll talk to you soon. And once again, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. See you later, guys.